Welcome to the Devolution podcast. I am the main host today, Avree, with my co-hosts.
Rob.
Okay.
Announce us, bro.
I thought we were gonna do individual. All right, fuck it. All right, with my co-host Ethan. All right. With my other co-host TJ.
Hey.
And then with my other co-host Rob.
All right, with this awkward ass intro out of the way, what did we watch this week?
We watched TLC 2013.
2013.
Oh shit. And the Toyota Center, baby. Let's go.
Oh, shoot.
In Houston,
Dude.
Texas, with 14,120 people in attendance.
Dude, that
Yeehaw.
honestly, like,
Allegedly.
okay, tell me, yeah, allegedly. Tell me if I'm wrong. Is that not,
You're wrong.
like, is this when, like, is this the decline, like, years of WWE? Is this kind of like where it's, like, booming, or is this, like, because it's sometime around this time, is it not when it starts picking up?
Bad.
Is it
bad?
What year does it really start picking back up? Like,
2022.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
God.
What?
Fucking recently.
You want me,
Every
want me to
couple
be
Pauls
dead
took over.
ass?
I
You wanna
thought
be
like
dead
I
ass?
thought like in 3 more years in like 2016, I thought that's when it started coming back up. Because isn't that when Sammy and like Kevin Owens?
What do you mean by coming back up? Do you mean like business wise, creative
I mean,
wise,
I feel like fan wise, like people want to watch like
fan wise?
more.
No, this is like everybody's like leaving, like they're driving people out. Like
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
they're
saying. Like when
losing-
does
they're losing viewers every week.
that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
that's,
When does
that's
it?
this era?
When, so is this this is the start of it? I thought we were already there. This is the start.
No, we're already there. We are
Okay,
already
okay,
there. We've been
okay.
there.
Well,
We're
you
not
guys
been
watch.
there.
You and Rob know more about the TV than I do. Or at least you
Yeah.
do. I didn't know. I don't remember how bad this era was, but like looking through some of the card before I even watched it, I could kind of tell like, yeah, bud, this is rough.
You know what I could tell? I could tell they
Two
had banger
handicap
themes
matches.
back in 2013.
God damn right,
Fact.
brother. God
Fact.
damn right.
Never,
All right.
never by Korn.
All right, well, I'm not talking about the pay-per-view themes. I'm talking like,
That's a good
So,
song,
bro,
though.
we start the show with one of the best themes ever. Triple H's King of Kings theme, baby.
Oh,
that
my-
theme
For the-
slaps. That's
for
how
the
pay-per-view
authority-
opens.
For the
One of my
Thor-
first sentences for my notes, I said Triple H and Stephanie McMahon promo. Fuck.
I said pay-per-view opens with Triple H and Stephanie walking out on stage with a dope-ass King of Kings theme playing. That was my first sentence.
Fuck yeah.
Welcome to TLC.
You know it's the 2010s when
Tonight,
you have
Actually, doesn't
Triple H
Stephanie
promo.
start first? Because, I mean, they talk about the title unification and the fucking Luthez and Buddy Rogers, and which was weird because they said they claimed victory over each other and both walked away with titles. What actually did I don't know this match.
No.
I looked it up
I
on
don't
YouTube
know.
and saw that the YouTube video was 33 minutes. I'm like, I'm not watching 33 minutes of 1963 wrestling.
I have no idea. I have no idea. I do know. I wrote down. Oh, the Authority. Oh, all right, the Authority starting off. I said I kind of remember the Authority having good moments on the screen, and then I wrote, "Oh no," and then I wrote, "Oh no." But as soon as I started talking, I said, "Oh no."
I will say, they show a vignette at the start of TLC of like both championships. This is not the first time, or this is not the last time we will see a vignette of the championships.
Hold on. So I was gonna ask, do you guys not like the vignette, like these like build up videos? Because I thought it's been a minute since.
Dude,
I thought I liked them. I didn't think they were bad.
I've never been a huge fan of vignettes, but I feel like they're all right occasionally,
I like vignettes.
but not when it's the same thing over and over and over again. But,
Yeah, like the first time
I
at the
also
start of the
don't think-
show.
I don't think everything needs a vignette, but like there's vignettes I've seen like Stone Cold versus Bret Hart. That was a kick-ass like Survivor Series. That was a kick-ass vignette. But then I might catch some hate, but like it seems like every promotion, like AEW and WWE both love to do like a whole vignette of a feud before a match, and I don't understand it.
I definitely, especially, I mean, like, if they want to just give me commentary recap, it's fine. But yeah, I can understand if it's jobber number 1 and 2 having a jobber match just to give me time between the bangers. Yeah, don't give me a vignette, brother.
And this is
WWE
coming from
is the
someone-
best at vignettes.
This is coming from
That's
someone
facts.
who,
Mhm.
like, for a long time watched every Raw and SmackDown leading up to a pay-per-view, and then would watch pay-per-view and be like, well, I already know why, like, I already know all this happened. I don't need a recap. And then I'm still like this as someone who doesn't watch any Raw or SmackDown, and I'll watch a pay-per-view and be like, well, I still don't care. Like, I already knew all this.
I do feel like the vignettes sometimes stretch these pay-per-views out to where it's like they feel the need to put them in there, you know? I also want to point out, like, dude, these like hanging chairs and shit, bro, like that is a safety hazard, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but I was like, dude, whose fucking idea was this? Because like, dude, I don't know, man. The whole show, I just kept looking at these and was like, bro, like as soon as I saw them, I recognized them like in memory, like it unlocked it, and I was like, bro, like even when I was younger, I was like, dude, what are we doing? Why are we
At least it
hanging?
At least it made it look different.
I mean, yeah.
Unique fucking set. Unlike the same LED bullshit every week, every show.
I don't care whose idea it was. I want to know who the fuck has to do it, because that shit looks tedious and annoying as fuck to do.
You remember that year Cena pulled all of them down over Wade
Yeah.
Barrett?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like,
that's what I
safety
think
hazard.
every time I see those too. I was like I literally
Yeah,
saw them for
me too.
2013. I was like, this isn't the pay-per-view where Cena fucking. I didn't know they did this multiple years.
Okay, so you guys want to move on to the very first match of the card tonight?
Hanger.
CM Punk versus The Shield, 3-on-1 handicap match.
So
Hanger.
The first one on the card.
the best part of this match, one of the best parts for me, comes before the match even starts. So Punk's music hits, okay, and he starts coming out, and he spits out his gum by accident and shrugs it off while looking at the camera.
This is the famous gotta make Roman look strong match that Punk talked about during the Colt Cabana podcast,
Yes.
where people kept coming up to him all day being like, hey, gotta make Roman look strong tonight. And Punk
Gotta
was
make
like,
Roman
and-
look
Okay.
Punk got sick of it, and after like the 6th person told him that, he said, you want to make him really look strong? If they fucking beat me. But
Nice.
they don't beat him.
So
on paper,
So-
you look at this match, and you're like, oh no, a 3-on-1. But these are the four of the greatest wrestlers of all time. They did a great job. I love this match.
I thought this match was like pretty. I definitely like. I sort of remember this match in memory, and I was kind of like, you know, I remember this match being fine. But as I was watching it, I was like, you know, like this match really like it hit in a different way, like. Because, like, I definitely was like, man, like, is Punk really about to just run through these guys? And they really don't. Like, Roman takes himself out of this match. Like, dead ass. And, like, dude, JBL is, dude, he distracted me in every match, bro. Every match, bro. Because just every time. So, hold on. So, first of all, there's 2 commentary things I want to bring up, okay? So, one of the first ones is Michael Cole on commentary says, the director of operations, Kane.
That's what I was about to bring up. That you guys are missing a big part of this. This match was made official by Corporate Kane. Woo!
Yeah, baby. And he says, Michael Cole says, the director of operations, Kane, sent out an email this morning about Daniel Bryan and a 3v1 and a 3-on-1 handicap later tonight. And all he said was, Houston, we have a problem. I said, God damn it. I paused it. I said, son of a bitch. I was like,
Doesn't JBL say something like, it's weird seeing Kane on the Twitter?
Yes, he
says
does.
something
He
like
literally,
that.
yes, he does say that. He does say that. Or no, maybe, is it Lawler actually?
Somebody
Lawler
says
might have said it.
something
I think it was
about
Lawler.
It's weird using Kane, like having Kane use Twitter.
I think it was Lawler. But either way, dude, and then it doesn't even stop there because later. Well, here I'm gonna let everybody else kind of say some stuff, then I'll come back to later in the match if
Talk
anyone
about
has any.
commentary. You know who's on Spanish commentary? Ricardo Rodriguez, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love that
I did
guy.
notice. I think. Here, I'm gonna save my comments. Save my comments.
Save your comments for what? I
well,
play this entire match. So I mean,
This, I really like this. It was a good classic heel versus babyface. The babyface outsmarted the heel because he's a veteran. It was just, I liked it. I don't know. I don't know. It's probably because I'm such a CM Punk glazer, but that man's the goat.
Maybe.
I don't care. That man's the goat. Anyway, that's all I gotta say.
well,
I
would like to point
Go
out.
ahead.
So I have it. So JBL and so CM Punk throughout this match keeps getting out of the ring and running around and having people chase him.
He's running like he's in 2K.
So he does this like 3 or 4 times. JBL and Lawler at this point have compared this match to Tom and Jerry a few times, and JBL says that he's never seen Jerry win, which is the most inaccurate thing I've ever heard in my life. Every Tom and Jerry episode ends with Jerry winning. Tom never. So I would love to know what episode JBL's watching where Jerry doesn't win in Tom and Jerry.
There's also another point where the match spills out to the outside, obviously, and Roman like goes for the spear, and Punk dodges, and Roman like fucking Superman flies over the announce table, and that's where he gets the eye injury or whatever for the rest of the match, and. Lawler goes to JBL, did he hit your chair, JBL? He goes, yeah, the chair I was sitting in. And Lawler goes, well, the Shield will blame you. And after a pause for a second, JBL goes, actually, it was Michael's chair.
Yeah, that was my favorite commentary of the match.
Oh, fuck, bro. Dude, I can't. Sorry, bro. JBL has me cracking up all night, bro. Because I love him on commentary. I know that people said he was a bully backstage and stuff, but I love him. I loved him on commentary.
I just want to point out that Roman didn't even come close to hitting his eye on a chair. Like,
I mean,
story though.
It was fine. The story was fine with it.
I will say that he like blindly stumbles back into the ring and Punk starts going after that eye. This motherfucker just chucks baby ass fucking Phil over the rope like immediately. Just hucks him like a child.
Ethan, you want anything to add?
Fucking Roman Reigns for 2013 is a fucking untamed fucking wild animal. All he is 100% pure energy and adrenaline. That's all he is. He just comes out and he's going, ooh, 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 fucking moving his hands, going ooh wah, sounding like a damn dog. He was that
He's
fucking
trying so
guy.
hard to
Big
get over.
dog.
No wonder Vince was like, "Oh, this is the guy. Yeah, this guy."
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I wanna throw this to Ethan in a second because he already brought it up. But okay, so the end of this match, Dean is like, he's trying to do like a rear naked choke or something on Punk, right? And Punk, or no, he has him in the GTS and he drops him. He hits Seth with a GTS. He goes to hit Dean with it again. He drops Dean, or Dean fights out of it, holds him there for Roman to do the spear. Punk dodges, and Roman spears Dean. Punk throws Roman out of the ring, and CM Punk gets the pin on Dean. So Ethan, you said before them. Yeah, go ahead.
Does he get? I thought he got the pin on Rollins.
No, he pins
No, I
Dean.
think-
Does he pin Dean?
Yeah, it was.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because he hits Seth with the GTS, and I think Seth rolls out, I believe.
Yeah, and then Roman hits Dean with the spear.
Yeah, and but what I was gonna say because on the podcast he says that, they were like, oh, you gotta make Roman look good. In a way, this kind of still makes Roman look a little good because he didn't get pinned, and it was his finisher that put Dean away in a sense.
It did make him look good. Punk's issue with it was that some people kept coming up and fucking telling him, and his whole thing was like, I know how to do my fucking job.
Yeah,
get
just
off
have him
my
win.
ass.
Yeah.
It's like, if you really want to make sure that they go over, have them beat me. That was Punk's problem with it. I like this match in general. It was all right. It was like a good Raw match from around the time. It was really
True.
simple. Punk's psychology in the match was phenomenal. All that running around
Facts.
and shit he was doing and making them fight each other. It all goes to the psychology of the match, which is it's 3-on-1. He can't
Yep.
fucking wrestle like it's a singles match, so he has to, dodge and weave, fucking make them fight each other, try to divide and conquer, which he kind of does when Roman goes flying over the table. And that directly leads to the finish of the match, which Roman hits Dean because his eyes fucked up, so he just saw Punk and started charging. So Punk got a quick win. I thought it was very well done. Nothing too crazy or spectacular, but it was a pretty good match.
Like you said, it should have been on a Raw instead of a pay-per-view, but here we are.
Yeah, but this is around the time where Punk and Bryan were like pissing off the Authority every week. So then Kane would put them in fucking handicap matches.
Two goats.
Is that anybody else? Anybody else want to say anything before we move on, or?
All good, brother.
All right, so now I believe it is a AJ Lee and Tamina promo, correct? Before.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she's getting interviewed by Renee, and she talks about the title match, and she basically calls the Divas division a joke. She's right.
Facts.
She's standing next to one of the biggest jokes herself.
I said AJ Lee and Tamina's sorry ass is on my screen. Is what I wrote down.
AJ disrespect ?
No,
he's
I said
saying
AJ
Tamina's
Lee
sorry ass.
and
Okay,
Tamina's
okay.
sorry ass.
Okay, I thought you were saying AJ and
No,
Tamina's
no.
sorry
AJ
ass.
Lee's the best thing
Yeah.
in this division at this time. I mean, who?
Still, is Tamina still with WWE?
I have no idea.
I don't think so.
I doubt it.
Probably doing something backstage, but
I have no idea if she is or not. I haven't seen her.
okay.
She is not.
So hold on. So around this time, who? Obviously, AJ Lee's on top. Who else is even in this division?
Nobody.
That's like even near
Nobody.
her, because
Nobody.
I really sat I really sat here thinking about it. I was like, who's even near? Because this is
Skeletons.
Natalia. No offense to Natalia, but like Natalia's kind of the person that's the vet you put in, and she can give a solid performance. But Natalia for me is not like a front runner gonna put the company on her shoulders. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like I didn't. Okay, hold on.
Kim's already gone at this point, right? And Mickey James, they've already went to TNA at this point, right?
Gail Kim was never big in WWE. She's only big in TNA.
Well, yeah,
But he's
she's still
saying,
good.
were they gone? Were they
Yeah.
gone at this time? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, Gail Kim
Bro.
was fucking having bangers with Taryn Terrell in TNA.
What about
That's
Eva?
That's what she's doing right
Torres,
now.
whatever the fuck her name is. She's great.
Eva Marie.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't even remember her barely.
Whoa! Hold on.
Skip right over that. He's
Hold
thinking of
on,
Eve
no.
Torres.
No, we are not skipping over that. No.
I'm trolling.
All right. Anyways,
Eva Marie.
It's Eve Torres, right? I'm not
It's
tripping.
Eve Torres.
Yes, it's Eve Torres.
Okay,
Ah.
She was
yeah,
all right.
That's what.
2013. Who else is
She
still
was
in
phenomenal.
This division?
She was on AJ.
The Bellas. It's the Bellas.
Is Caitlyn
just
still in the division at this point?
Yeah.
She was solid.
The match fucking sucked.
hold on. So I wanna
You
preference
didn't
this.
like it? I
So
enjoyed it.
No.
so going through as they're showing the crowd for this match, there are signs that are. I didn't write down any specific signs besides one that is shitting on the Total Divas show, like several. And then there's one that right before they cut away the cameras says it's a restroom break sign. And I was like, oh, brother, this is bad. And then JBL in commentary says Calgary would be fine without all the Canadians. And I was like, all right, well, all right.
Dude, they spent half of this match fucking talking about how cold Calgary is and the fucking Slammy
really-
Awards.
Yeah,
I
they
think-
brought up.
They
Oh yeah,
tried.
good.
AJ and Natalia, they tried. I thought they had a good match.
I want to bring up on commentary. They brought up that AJ Lee won the Slammy Award for the best kiss last year, and she was the second
yeah.
through fifth runner-up. That's crazy.
That's because it was around this time that she was like with Dolph,
Yeah.
with Punk, with Kane, with Cena, with
That's
I'm
true.
missing one, but
Brian.
yeah. Yeah, 'cause
Mhm.
she
Yeah,
cost
Brian was
him
the big
title.
one.
Bro, you missed the first one. Brian's the reason she went crazy.
Literally. I'd like to say real quick that AJ Lee is the catalyst of the type of women I'm into. Just saying.
All right. Well,
Dude,
I
well,
thought we were going
and-
to talk about the catalyst for how women's wrestling got shaped today
Yeah,
in America.
yeah, that's true. That's true. AJ
But
Lee
yeah,
is-
sure. Let's
To-
goon
to-
on the
to
podcast.
To be fair,
My bad,
to be
my
fair,
bad, my bad.
I also said crazy AJ is so bro. Like,
Facts, bro.
You see, I said, "Oh, I wish AJ didn't retire because she would have kicked ass in today's women's wrestling."
I
Sure.
say that every
Let's
single
goon
day.
over AJ.
hey,
I
Ethan,
say I
what was
miss
your first
AJ Lee
experience, like,
every single
watching
day. I
AJ
think about
Lee?
her every single day.
What?
When did you? What was the first time you saw AJ Lee?
In person?
Yeah.
When she won a Bikini Beach Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck
What were you doing
yeah.
then, huh?
Gooning.
Yeah, exactly.
I was 9.
I have no shame.
also, listen, this is gonna make me sad. All right, first of all, we're just gonna. If nobody really, does anyone really want to get in depth with this match?
Dude,
I don't think.
Okay, so I just want to point out, Natalia comes out.
Okay.
I have never seen her be this over before, ever. The
It's 'cause
crowd
of
is
Total
so
Divas.
behind her.
It's because of Total Divas. That's why.
Yeah,
She
but
like
then-
bitch slapped
Yeah.
Summer Rae or some shit.
But then we get to hear a banger ass theme. Let's light it up, light it up, light it
That's
up.
facts.
Fire.
I love it.
Like the theme slaps.
And that's not even the last one tonight, baby.
Oh hell no, it's not.
Natty hits a sick ass Michinoku driver. I have that written down.
I wrote that the Black Widow will always be fire. You know.
Oh, guys, do you notice every time Natalia wrestles, she does the same thing every time, and it was like she did it at like the start of the match here, but she like does a move, the person's down, and she just stands up, raises her arms in the air, and goes,
Hey.
"Yeah!"
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Every time, bro.
What is
Every
she
time.
doing? Yeah.
Dude, it
She's
really
just
is every
making
time.
noise.
It
She's
really is
making
every
noise.
time.
To show how boring the middle of this match is, we were talking about them talking about Calgary. Lawler and JBL started going back and forth about whether or not it's mooses or meese, for the plural.
God.
Finally, Michael Cole's like, I think it's just moose, guys. And Layfield's like, what do you know?
Dude. Also, they talked about they had the obviously I'll just go ahead and say Natty goes for a sharpshooter. AJ Lee rolls her up for the win. But moving on past that, there's another vignette for the World Heavyweight Champions and WWE Champions.
Yep.
Okay, look, I know there's a lot, right? This whole show is just for this match, but these video
Yeah.
packages are really good.
I really liked
They
this
are.
one. This
Dude,
one right
they are
here
really
They
was.
are
I think
good.
this one was my
just hated
favorite.
how there was one after like every match or every other match. But before this,
Yeah.
we get a tweet from Bruno Sammartino. I don't know what it says. I was more perplexed as to why Bruno Sammartino has a Twitter.
Okay, guys, this is gonna sound really bad. I had a very bad moment in this point in time because I thought to myself, "Oh my God, Bruno Sammartino was still alive in 2013."
Dude, he went in the Hall of
Crazy.
Fame that year, bro.
I forgot,
That's wild.
so I want to pay respect. He
Oh
died
my god.
April 19th, 2018. R.I.P. But
Rest in peace, Bruno.
I was like, dude, I completely forgot that he was still alive at this time.
Oh my, our generation's
That's
so
crazy.
young. That's crazy.
Something I noticed is kind of fucked up. Something I noticed during this vignette because it's like all the different like people like talking. Shawn Michaels' eye is starting to get a little bit
God damn it, bro. Leave Shawn alone, dude. Every time,
to know this.
no. Every time Shawn Michaels is on a screen, or we're playing 2K, you bring up this goddamn eye, bro. Every time.
That's because he talks about it. There was a story thing in like 2K22 where he's like, I would look you in the eye if I could. Like, so even he fucking thinks about it.
Okay,
But
so
nothing's better than that RVD interview where he fucking starts shitting on Shawn Michaels and he like does the lazy eye thing and the voice.
God damn it.
And Chris Van Vliet's losing it.
All right, so after the vignette, we get to our third match of the night: Big E Langston versus Damian Sandow. Now,
Okay, let me start.
all right.
All right, so Sandow makes his entrance, and while he's doing his entrance, he's fucking shitting all
He's
over
got a
Texas.
PSA for
Dude, I
everyone in the
wrote the
Lone Star
entire
State.
thing down.
I put in my notes, shout out SpongeBob and Patrick, bro, because this guy was laying in on Texas. He's calling these people dumb, trash. He said he woke up and said, "Fuck Texas."
Dude,
And the
dang.
following words are garbage. Y'all reckon.
reckon.
Ye when followed by the word haw. And
Aw.
Big E Langston when followed by the Intercontinental Champion. You're welcome.
Yeah. Dude, I was okay. Hold on. First of all, his shirt alone popped me, bro. I don't remember what it said. I didn't write it down, but whatever he was wearing popped me. I was like, "Oh, this is great." And then,
Something greater than you. Like I am
yeah,
greater
it was
than you.
something like that,
I,
dude.
and then the greater than symbol and you.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
dude, this man, dude, he really just sat behind that curtain and said, "All right, well, I know what I'm gonna do tonight." He said, "I'm
said,
gonna make,
"Fuck
I'm gonna make
Texas."
you," dude. He did not, he did not lay up. I mean, dude, he did not have to go in this hard for a match that, I mean, frankly, I knew going in he was not gonna win. But like, dude, he got his time in for sure. But he said, if I'm not, I'm at least making my mark on this match. Like,
I want to let it be known that this is the first of 3 less than 10-minute long shitter matches that happened on this
Fuck.
card.
I have
Okay.
a great.
I hate this
It felt
match.
like forever.
I like this match.
They charged $60 for this pay-per-view.
That's
And
crazy.
I would beg my dad to order them, and he would every time. I'm so sorry to my father because this is not worth
But-
$60.
Put out a public apology right now.
Oh my god!
That's
I skipped,
ridiculous.
dude. I got bored. I skipped it. I skipped the
So,
rest of this match.
so I want. Okay, so are we? Do you want to get into the play-by-play, Rob or TJ or?
Man,
Okay,
all I
but
gotta
wait,
say,
before,
three ain't
because
enough,
I
man. I need 5. This
I
theme
also
is
put that in my
fucking-
notes.
This theme is so hard. Oh, and he comes out and he does the chalk clap, bro. These were the days.
Yes, dude, the,
The last
chalk
thing-
clap.
The last
Mm.
thing I want to say about this match, because I didn't fucking take a lot of notes on it, was that the work was solid. It was just very short.
Yes.
Big E
So.
tried.
They say on commentary that Sandow used to have a scribe named Ignatius that tweeted for him, but now he does his own tweeting. And then he hits the Kubito Akiet. The elbow of
That's a-
disdain.
Yeah, that's this fucking elbow drop.
All right. TJ, anything?
I'm good, brother.
I want to mention, fuck the guy with the Houston 316 sign. Personally, fuck that guy. There is a sign that says Mr. Sandow is my hero. Big E eventually wins. He hits Sandow with the big ending for the win. I want to mention, so because I got really interested because I noticed that Big E, Kofi, and Woods are all 3 on this pay-per-view, and I thought to myself, I said, dude, when does the New Day come together? This is not even 6 months before they start coming together for the New Day, which is crazy to me. That
Man, what the fuck are you talking about? Wrong.
The
Really?
New Day- I thought New Day was like
This is like a
2015.
year. This is like a year.
I
from
don't
New Day.
know. No, because I looked it up. I think it's 6 months is the Raw where Woods asked them to join him, and I think they repackage a bit later. Actually, is the New Day, but
That's
I'm
it,
pretty
bro. They
sure-
were showing fucking New Day like teasers for months.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty
they
sure
they didn't start that until a year after this.
But that's what I'm saying. I think because when I looked it up, it was like 6 months. The Raw was like 6 months after this when Woods calls both of them out in the middle of the ring talking about it, and then their debut was like way after that. But still,
side note, this is something I used to hate about WWE is they would show teasers for way too long.
Way too long.
Bro, I remember seeing teasers every Monday and Friday for a whole week, for a whole year straight about this motherfucker named Fandango before this motherfucker actually came out the curtain.
So something I would like to say real quick is I hope Big E does get better soon. I do miss him in the ring.
I don't think he's ever gonna
rest
wrestle
easy.
again. I don't really.
I don't know.
I also don't think he's gonna wrestle again.
I wouldn't.
That would
for him.
suck. Yeah, but
there's
that's really
no need. There's no point in risking.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I mean,
he
he
had a
gets-
bad career either. So
I'd like to see him come back at like somewhere.
I mean,
Like,
dog,
that's
he did
just-
way more. He did way more than Tyson Kidd, and Tyson Kidd never came back either. So I wouldn't blame him.
He had a very long career, made a lot of fucking money. He's a part of one of the greatest factions and tag teams of all time. He's a former WWE champion.
That's true. He is.
There's no need
He could
to
retire.
fucking risk
Yeah.
it.
I mean, at least the manager to be back with Woods and Xavier. Yeah.
They're well, as of right now, they're having Woods fucking churn on Kofi right now.
Oh well, I don't keep up with that shit. So
Yeah, they literally
It's
just
a
lost the
good
number one
story, too.
contenders. They just literally just lost the number one contenders to the War Raiders because Woods tagged himself in and got in lost.
I haven't seen shit from WWE since Bad Blood. The only thing I watched off of Bad Blood was Punk and McIntyre.
Then after this match, it goes to backstage where Vince is no audio, by the way, no audio. Vince wishing Orton good luck as he's stretching in the hallway, and then that cuts to
the kickoff panel for some reason.
Josh. I don't know his last name, but I know his name's Josh.
Josh
help me.
Matthews.
Josh Matthews with with Foley and a Santa hat and
sir.
Booker
Yeah.
T. I was like, what a panel, brother. I was like, hell
fucking
yeah.
love
This
Foley.
was probably, because I know the way Avree is, this was probably one of Avree's favorite parts of this entire pay-per-view, because they show a clip of Miz on commentary earlier shit-talking Kofi, and Kofi comes up and slaps the shit out of Miz, and I know Avree's a certified Miz hater. This dude hates the Miz for no reason.
We'll get to it later.
And then they start fighting and get broken up by fucking Mick Claus over here and Booker T. And then the Authority makes Miz versus Kofi a no DQ match tonight.
A no DQ.
All right. Any thoughts before we go into the next match?
The best match of the night?
Yes, undoubtedly the best match of the night. No?
Nope.
No.
All right. So the next match is a 4-way tag match, which is
The bad way. I hate the way.
Yeah, it is the bad way, but still, it's a good match either way. Cody Rhodes and Goldust, who are the champions.
Oh, wait, you missed a big part of it. It's 4-way tag elimination.
Yes, it is elimination, yes.
That's what I really liked about this, the elimination.
Well, it was the bad way, but the elimination helped it, I think.
But it wasn't the good way of eliminating, like where it's like a partner gets pinned and his other partner is still there to try and win it for the team. It's just like if one partner gets pinned, the whole team's out.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, bud. Looking at this lineup, the fact that this is a good match is astonishing because of who was working the match really hard. If they did that single elimination, I think this could have been really bad because you got you have Cody Rhodes and Goldust, fantastic. You have Rey Mysterio and Big Show, pretty good.
Fantastic.
You have the Real Americans.
Years after.
Fantastic.
The Real Americans, Jack Swagger and Cesaro. All right. Then you have Michael McGillicuddy. Yeah, you have Michael McGillicuddy and Ryback. So
banger.
Bro.
I don't see any issue.
I thought it was really funny that Big Show and Rey Mysterio were teaming up because Big Show literally tried to kill Rey Mysterio on multiple occasions, multiple years ago.
I love
And forgive and forget, I guess.
I love that JBL when Ryback comes out, JBL says he came up with it as a joke and didn't think they'd actually use it. Fire. Awesome.
You know what pissed me off about this? All right, so like
Oh,
obviously
God.
we
Here we go.
get the Real Americans come out and they like throw the flags in. You got Zeb Coulter following very slowly behind them. Like Cesaro
Oh,
and
yeah.
Jack Swagger sprint to the ring. Zeb Coulter's old fat ass is not doing that.
Antonio
He is.
Cesaro.
Yes, and we'll get into that. But then Rey Mysterio comes out and I'm like, oh my God, I really hope they don't use Ray's theme and Big Show walks to Ray's fast ass theme. But then Big Show's theme hits. I'm like, thank God.
Well, yeah.
Rybaxel comes out. And my
Well,
biggest
booyah,
issue
booyah.
here, okay, is Rybaxel comes out and they don't have that banger meat on the perfect table yet. But you know what we do have? Golden Smoke.
Yes.
That song
True.
sucks. That theme is horrible.
I put in my notes. It's Rob's favorite Cody Rhodes theme song.
I hate this song.
Dude, I don't know why you hate this song. I don't mind it. I thought it was cool.
I said, Rybaxel don't have meat on the perfect table yet, man. But we got this shit ass theme. Golden
Also,
Smoke
we're not gonna gloss over. All right, listen, maybe I'm in the minority, but We the People was kind of fire for a minute. Okay, it was kind of cool for a minute.
Well, the theme or like the group?
I mean, kind of both.
Both.
Kind of both.
I also
I mean-
notate really early. They're doing the dumb version of the multi-team tag match.
Yeah. Also, I want to point out. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I might be wrong again. I guess. June next year. So this is 2013. In 2014, in June, Cody becomes Stardust. Yeah. So, I mean, it's crazy to think that I like looking ahead a little bit because, like, so obvious. Well, here, I don't want to bring it up because we're about to go through the match, but like, I don't know. It's crazy to think that like some of the things that like I remember as a kid, like they're like so close apart, like they're so close to each other, you know? Like sometimes I feel like some of my memories are like, oh, well, Stardust didn't happen till like years later. It's like, no, not really, man, because like this is really not far away from where we are right now in time. In 2013, I mean, it's really not. Because he goes what? They lose the titles what? Trying to think. They lose them in January.
Yep. I'll give
I mean-
$5 to whoever tells me who they lose them to without looking it up.
I couldn't tell
Primetime
you.
Players.
Nope.
Damn.
Prime time players? I don't think so, brother.
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh yes, you're right.
yeah.
They do.
Well,
Oh.
because
Send me $5.
this is
Fuck no.
this is after the Sandow Cody Rhodes tag team
Yeah.
feuded with the New Age Outlaws. Mustached Cody Rhodes, the best version of Cody Rhodes.
Fuck yeah. It's Cody Rhodes.
This match would have ruled as a ladder match, but
I agree.
no. The whole gimmick pay-per-view called Tables, Ladders, and Chairs only gets one
No.
gimmick match.
Yeah, that'd be too much.
Dude,
More
well,
than
and
one.
also,
Fuck
Couldn't
Vince
even imagine.
McMahon.
it's too dangerous to have a ladder match that stars the Big Show and the Ryback. You can't. That's too
So-
dangerous.
I want to
It'll be fine.
mention that Cody and Ryback start this match.
Yes, sir.
Cody and Ryback lock up until Ryback pushes him off his feet going backwards, and then Ryback flexes the fuck on Cody, and I said classic Ryback because dude, this is literally what I remember this guy doing all the time. Is just he was pure entertainment. He like this guy was not that good of a
You
wrestler.
can't
Okay.
Well, no, definitely not.
But he was entertainment as fuck, bro. Because when he did that, I
Head
said,
snaps.
yeah, hell yeah, bro. I said, hell yeah.
I got this a little bit of the bubbly.
Yeah.
He fucking popped scared the shit out of me. But I'm a real man. I'm gonna keep it in. I love Ryback, bro. He's so funny. But they tag in each other's partners. So Goldust is in, I think, right?
Yeah.
Axel hits him with a perfect drop kick and screams, "Where's Goldust now, huh?" And I'm like, he's in the ring with you. What kind of?
Dude, it's
But here we go. One of the best parts of Big Show he tags out Goldust. It starts taking it to Axel, and he starts hitting him with the chops, the best chops, bro. The crowd chants for one more, so he obliges. The crowd asks for a third time, they shall receive.
JBL during that goes, it's like getting hit with the whole stove, is what he says. He said.
Yeah,
I also
because this was something that was really annoying about having JBL commentary next to Lawler, was because Lawler would constantly sit there and be like, well, JBL, you've been in there with so-and-so. What's it like? Oh, it hurts. Constantly on commentary, because JBL had just come off the roster and had wrestled everybody that was on the roster at this point. So anybody they were trying to put over at the time, they would just have Lawler be like, well, JBL, how does that feel? Like he's a therapist.
I wanna mention that when Goldust gets tagged in initially, JBL and Michael Cole go back and forth about makeup, because JBL says Goldust is a little strange wearing gold and black makeup, and Michael points out, JBL, you're wearing makeup right now. And Lawler chimes in and goes, you guys wearing makeup? And JBL quickly, super fast goes, no, I wear it to ugly myself down. I'm like Brad Pitt. I'm too good for the camera. And I lost it, bro. I said, son of a bitch.
He's so fucking funny.
I will say the Ryback shocks me here, because he hits a really nice. That's the only thing he does. He hits a really nice double A spine buster, but follows it up with the shittiest Sparta kick to the chest. So Goldust says "fuck you" and rolls him up. And
he also hits a super sucky splash before that, bro. He hits like a
Ryback.
Oh.
So they get eliminated.
The Ryback got eliminated early.
And Jerry Lawler goes, now they're going to be called Crybaxel.
Oh, shit, bro. Yeah, so, Goldust rolls up Ryback, and now this is where, this is what makes this match good, is as soon as the worst team in this, match leaves, dude, the match starts ramping up, because
that's true.
Because now you got good
Cesaro.
wrestling.
Well, no, now you got now you have Cesaro in the match with Goldust, and he hits a gut wrench. He grabs Goldust from the mat and does a gut wrench, a power slam, I believe. I don't think it was a power bomb. Either way, it was cool as fuck. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, this guy, freaking nature, always.
Well, so what happens is, Swagger's in, and Goldust tries to attack Swagger. Swagger tags in Antonio Cesaro. Antonio Cesaro starts swinging Goldust around and throws him into Swagger for that power slam.
They also do the Cesaro does a leapfrog over Swagger, doing the We the People to do a double foot stomp.
Yes,
Fucking
sir.
crazy.
Cesaro is nuts.
He is, bro.
Somebody asked me on Twitter when Claudio's prime was, and I said his whole career. This dude has never missed. He does not miss.
Listen. Goldust, same fucking thing, bro. Goldust hits a springboard from the second rope and hits a back elbow in this match, on Jack Swagger, I believe, bro.
Yeah,
fucking
Swagger immediately tags in Antonio Cesaro, and that's.
But that doesn't matter, bro. Goldust was I don't want to say he was carrying this match, but he was a very, very, very solid part of this match, because, I mean, even here, Goldust hits a code red on on Cesaro after Cesaro pushes him into the ropes, and then Goldust hits a Hurricanrana on Cesaro, fucking out of nowhere. And then, bro, this is where I know Rob was popping like a motherfucker. I don't remember the exact tag in, but Big Show gets in, and he choke slams Cesaro, and then turns around.
So Goldust finally, because Goldust
go ahead.
goes to tag Mysterio, and Antonio Cesaro kicks Mysterio off the apron. So then Goldust gets a little bit of upper hand, tags in Show, and Show just starts going to town. He ends up hitting the WMD on both Real Americans. before being a little bitch ass baby face and helping out the Rhodes brothers.
Yeah, well, hold on, you're forgetting the best part because he hits it on Swagger after he chokeslams Cesaro. Cesaro, like, I don't want to say no selling, but he gets on the top rope after that, tries to jump off top rope, gets KO punched in midair, and then he pins Cesaro to eliminate them.
Yeah, Cesaro is like one of the most underrated of all time. I don't understand why he didn't get like a good singles title run in WWE.
I mean, one of his last matches in the company was what, against Seth, and he fucking tore the house down. Yeah,
Yeah, last matches.
that's what I'm saying. Like, but what I'm saying is like one of his last.
Like,
Yeah, well, I was agreeing with you. I was saying like one of his last matches. I mean, like even like,
yeah.
why would they let him go after he just had that giant ass match with Seth where he tore the house down? Nothing else was close to it on the show, and I like makes no sense to me. I don't know what they didn't like.
Oh, his contract expired. He didn't want to stay.
Yeah, but I didn't think they offered him more money either. I thought they were just kind of like, well, let him walk. Like,
If he didn't want to stay,
fair
he's not
enough.
gonna stay.
I think that's a very big loss on them. I think that's a trend that they follow for a couple years here.
Okay, but back to the match. So, Big Show eliminates the Real Americans, okay? And Goldust is, like, dead in the corner at this point. And he helps him up. Like, Big Show helps him up. What throws me off here is instead of Cody getting in the ring and being like, all right, you take a break, he makes Goldust stay in the ring.
He's the worst brother of all fucking time. He just watched Goldust wrestle 3 different teams. Like, he's about to wrestle 3 of the teams. Cody was in at the very start of the match, tagged out, and he has not been back in since.
Bro,
he has done nothing the whole match.
And I mean, for all the, like, Big Show shows respect, but he's still going to take the Goldust. He knocks Goldust out of the ring, palms his head, lifts him back into the ring before finally getting hit with a top rope crossbody to move the momentum. Cody finally tags in, by the way. Goes for a disaster kick after they fucking hit a 2-man suplex on Big Show. He goes for a disaster kick and Show smacks him out of the air. I popped big time for that.
Dude, that was so clean.
I was like, oh yeah, the disaster kick. And then Show smacks him out of the air. I was like, even better.
Oh, yeah. And then
he does the disaster kick on Mysterio, though.
Yes, dude. As soon as Ray gets tagged in with Cody, bro, the match even goes even faster, and it is, dude. So Cody sends Big Show into the ring post outside, and then he climbs to the apron. Cody tries for a springboard drop kick or something. Ray counters into a fucking power bomb. Oh my god, dude! I popped like crazy. I know TJ was popping. He loves Rey Mysterio.
Oh yeah,
brother.
for sure. You're goddamn right.
Oh.
And then he sets up Cody for the 619. Cody catches him though.
Yeah, they
like crossroads, and goes and gets the win. Here is where JBL has me laughing my ass off. They get the win and fucking Show and Mysterio like show respect and help up Goldust and shaking hands. JBL says he doesn't like to see this, but instead likes to see people get beat up. And if you want to watch people shake hands, then you should go watch Dr. Phil.
Okay. I want to touch on this part because he says that. He says that, right? He goes, fucking, they're shaking hands in there. Next thing you know, they'll be kissing in there. Good grief. And then the show immediately cuts to Darren Young.
Oh.
Fred Rosser, baby.
The first openly gay WWE superstar.
Do we want to add, before we go to this next segment, do you want to add anything, Ethan or TJ?
No,
I'm good.
All right, so this next segment is just top tier gold of an ad for what are they specifically called again?
Brawling Buddies.
Brawling Buddies. So Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, and the Great Khali Yeah?
Oh,
Is
bro,
that
I
who's
had
there
this
at the beginning?
entire- I had this. No, at first it's just the primetime players.
Okay,
Darren
okay.
Young
Someone
asked
else take
Titus-
it. Someone else take it.
Darren
Someone
Young
else
asked
take it.
Titus to guess who he talked to yesterday, and Titus says, "Please tell me your mom sent that recipe for the Patty LaBelle over the rainbow macaroni." Darren Young is like, "No, I actually talked to The Rock," and this is all a promo for these fucking figures because Titus is like, "You didn't talk to The Rock," and he's like, "Yeah, he's right here," and it's The Rock brawling, buddy. Then the Great Khali shows up and Los Matadores. But then Titus tells El Toro, the bull, and he's like, "Oh, you can play, but or he says he's a little over regulation, but he can still play. Like he's like one of the fucking dolls."
Dude, hold on. I want to mention before you continue. Dude, Titus O'Neil is sick of Khali, bro. He's like, bro, what is he saying? he's like spitting in his face. He's like, dude, what is this guy saying? Like Titus O'Neil was fed up of Khali and the Matadors, bro.
And then the two biggest heels at this point, not heels in like a fucking kayfabe sense. People just hated these motherfuckers. Vicky Guerrero and Brad Maddox start playing
my
with the
goodness.
toys before Corporate Kane shows up, baby.
With entrance music.
Yeah,
music.
that was the best part. Those are pans over to him and starts playing his entrance music. Maddox asks Kane if he wants to play before they run away. Kane picks up the Cena toy, but then smokes it with the Brodus Clay toy. Which brings
Lord,
us
baby.
into our next match.
Hold on. Go ahead, guys. This segment is too good not to talk about. So y'all dissect it as much as you want. Because nobody else, dude. Because I fucking love this segment, dude. I watched this 3 times. Because Titus O'Neil, one of the funniest guys I've seen on WWE. I know that he doesn't have like the greatest track record in the ring, but like, dude, the way that Darren and him feed off each other, and yeah, he's like, you didn't talk to The Rock, and then Khali shows up for like 2 seconds, and Titus is already over him, and he's like, bro, he's like, dude, you and Darren are like you could just tell he was over both of them, and then yeah, like everyone just showing up was just more annoying Titus. He was like, bro, why where's everyone coming from with these damn dolls? Oh, it's so good. But yeah, we can.
Hilarious.
All right, we can go to this next match.
So yeah, Kane obviously shows who his pick to win this next match is.
Oh yeah, baby.
Speaking of this next match, fucking Brodus
Somebody
Clay
call
with
my mama.
Somebody
fucking
better call
the
mama.
Funkadactyls and Sweet Tea.
Somebody call my mama.
Brodus Clay with the Funkadactyls and Sweet Tea versus R-Truth with Consequences Creed, or Xavier Woods, who still looks like Consequences Creed from TNA at this point. He's still got the afro. He's still rocking the mustache. He's just wearing black pants instead of American trunks.
Oh, bro. I want to let it be known, by the way, just for the record, I chose TLC 2013 for Brodus Clay in specific for no reason, because I wanted to.
Bro.
This match
And-
fucking sucked.
And
so.
it did. It
Fucking
sucked so
terrible.
bad. It sucked so bad. And coincidentally, this was the match that Brodus actually was like, this was the final stand with the Funkadactyls. Like,
Yes.
which I forgot about until like I started really watching the match. I was like, oh shit, wait, I remember this.
Yeah. Well, so he comes out, Funk's on a roll, and then fucking they show that he relentlessly attacked Woods on Raw the week before. R-Truth and Brodus, like, R-Truth comes out with Xavier Woods. The match starts, and Truth and Clay start boxing, like, for some reason, like slap boxing. He's like, this match stinks, bro. Truth hits the scissor kick. Then he does a plancha.
Dude, Rob broke me, bro. He said, so he comes out, Funk is on a roll, and
Dude, because this match sucks, bro.
There's
This
nothing
match
to talk
is
about.
not
so bad.
good.
There's
fucking-
nothing to talk
bad.
about, bro.
Goddamn, Brodus Clay comes out with what? Cameron, Naomi, and Tensai.
Like, Sweet Tea.
Fucking. I know who it is.
And
I
the
know who
whole
it is.
time on commentary, Michael Cole is bringing up, he's like, well, Sweet Tea came out with the Funkadactyls last week. The crowd loved it. No one cares.
Literally.
I like JBL was popping for R-Truth, bro. JBL was like shouting out R-Truth on commentary. He was all for R-Truth. He fucking hated Brodus Clay, bro. And the only thing that makes this match even worse is that R-Truth won without the fucking little Jimmy. Okay, that's the worst tragedy of this whole match.
I didn't write this down, but I specifically remember this. This is so funny. Xavier Woods is on the outside the whole time. Okay, now mind you, as Brodus Clay starts to get like more like heel in this match, Tensai is like being like, "Bro, just fucking win the match." Okay. What's funny is Xavier Woods is on the outside, and like Truth will get set up in the trio woe, and Brodus Clay will start doing some shit, and on the outside you just hear Xavier Woods go, "You gotta fight it, Truth! You gotta fight! Fight it!"
Bruh.
Oh. Yeah, so Brodus Clay sucks, and he gets released on June 12th, 2014.
Like-
So
In the middle of this match, Sweet Tea and Clay start fighting, and Brodus Clay's like, "I'm the main event player."
Oh my god. You just unlocked that memory. I'm a main event player.
fuck this guy,
Shut
bro.
up, you fucking dumbass.
Bro.
Main event player.
That's why
Yeah,
you're in
fucking-
NWA, bro.
Oh shit.
All
Main
right,
event
so
this
skip past this dumpster fire of a fucking match.
Just for another dumpster fire? Yeah.
Hold on. Well, before we get to that,
Hold on.
Vince, being fair, gives good luck to Cena in the hallway as he's stretching, and then yes, we get to Kofi Kingston versus The Miz.
No,
I like this
okay.
match.
Well,
I like this
nope,
match.
nope. Stop. We are No, stop. Rob, I know you love The Miz, but there is no way you can sit here and tell me with a straight face that this was good.
I can after I just watched Brodus Clay versus R-Truth.
Okay, no. They're different levels of bad. One is not good. They are different levels of this match is literally nothing. There is no heat the whole time. Nobody gave a fuck about this feud. Nobody gave a fuck about either one of those guys individually around the time. And they had a no disqualification stipulation that they didn't use until the end
No
with the
weapon.
turnbuckle. It is a forgettable match and from a forgettable time in both guys' careers, and it was not good, and it was a waste of time, and it shouldn't have been on pay-per-view.
I
The
think
only-
the only reason this match even like got me kind of intrigued at the start was because at the start it looks like it might be decent because they just start
No
going
way.
ham on each other immediately. Like they run right at there's no fucking this isn't Miz being classic Miz being a bitch. He just runs right at Kofi and they just start hammering each other. They immediately go to the outside. Fucking Kofi does a suicide dive, gets rocked. Fucking they're still going after each other. Kofi nails the Trouble in Paradise on the ring post. I'm like, "Oh, this is a decent match." And then that's when they started fucking slowing it down for no damn reason.
And no weapons the whole time.
I don't know why they even slowed shit down at all. They only had 8 minutes.
Yeah.
The only
waste of
two
time.
good things in this match is Kofi's theme song and Kofi hitting the Trouble in Paradise for the win. That's it.
Like in this right here, I literally wrote this down play by play. Kofi goes for an SOS, gets countered. Goes for Trouble in Paradise, which gets countered. Then Miz goes to lock in the figure 4, but Kofi kicks him into the exposed turnbuckle and then finally lands Trouble in Paradise.
Yes.
That was a pretty good synopsis of the match. But the crowd does start chanting boring. You're right, Ethan. Right before that,
Yeah.
they're like
They had
chanting
no heat. That was the only heat they had is when the crowd was chanting boring at them.
So I wanna ask, is this so far? I kind of want to keep track. Is this the worst match that we've reviewed? Kofi Kingston and what is Brodus Clay the worst match we've reviewed?
Brodus Clay and R-Truth.
On this,
I'm talking about of both this and the last pay-per-view.
I don't
I
know.
feel-
That's
Oh,
Samoan
no.
SWAT team, and that match sucked.
No,
It
the
was
worst
just
match we
Samoan SWAT
reviewed
team.
was fucking Paul Ellering versus Teddy Long in a hair versus hair.
Well,
Oh,
I don't
That
even
was
count
the
that.
worst. That was the that's a match. That's a
That
match.
doesn't count. That does
That
not
doesn't
count.
count.
That's an angle. That's an angle.
No Kurt.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay, can we start? Can we get to the good shit now?
All right, now hold on. So before we get to the next match, they show a graphic on the screen that I want to reference here. So Cena debuted June 2002, 11-time WWE champion,
Yeah, the Taylor tape. I
3-time.
took a picture of this to reference it.
3-time World Heavyweight Champion, Royal Rumble winner in 2008, 2013, Money in the Bank winner 2012. He has the most WWE Championship reigns. And then I took liberties here, and I looked up some extra stuff. So this is just by 2013. Obviously, it's probably changed by now, but just by 2013, Cena had 3 U.S. championships, 2 World Tag Championships, and 2 WWE Tag Championships, okay? And then they showed Orton, 8-time WWE Champion, 3-time World Heavyweight Champion, Royal Rumble winner 2009, Money in the Bank 2013, youngest World Champion in WWE history at the time, and then the extras there was he was a 1-time Intercontinental Champion and a 1-time World Tag Champion. It's crazy to me that Cena's repertoire was so big, and yet that Orton was also just like, these guys were just rivals no matter what, because they were just feeding off of each other. I mean,
well, they started at the same time. They started 2 months apart. Like, Orton debuted April 2002, and Cena debuted June 2002. So they were destined to fucking feud the whole time anyway.
But I mean, look at this though. I mean, like, Cena wins the Royal Rumble in 2008. The next year, Orton wins. Okay,
and then same with
Cena wins it in 2012. I mean, Orton wins it the next year. I mean, they just, back and forth. I mean, it is insane.
Their careers were parallel.
Which, I mean, I'm not going to knock either one of these. I mean, like...
And this is why I think Randy Orton should be John Cena's last rivalry next year.
Oh, 100%. I agree.
Retires.
I agree.
Probably doesn't want that, but I will forever fiend.
I'm okay with seeing it one more time.
Oh, yeah, because all I heard from you for the last few years is, bro, I don't want to see Cena versus Orton again. I've done Cena 13
They've
times.
put it off. They've put it off for a while.
It's been like fucking 10 years since they've done it. So, yeah, I am okay with it.
But you have to think, at this time, they were wrestling a shit ton. I mean...
Dude, they had like 57 matches against each other in 2009, and then were still interacting fairly frequently all the way up until this feud, and then they still had multiple matches
after
within the next like year.
They
wrestled a lot, bro.
Before they show the tail of the tape, they have a vignette, of course, for the Raw 20 Anniversary Collection, the 20 greatest episodes, uncut and unedited.
Oh my god!
But my issue is that it's only 12 discs, so I'd like to imagine that you have to switch discs in the middle of a show, like it's Final Fantasy VII for the PlayStation 1. There, it's like, okay. I also have in here, in asterisk, ask Ethan if he owns this collection. Ethan, do you own Raw 20 Anniversary Collection? The 20 greatest episodes. You do?
I do.
Oh my god.
It is out in the garage with my stuff right now. I do. I do have that.
I'm not surprised.
This motherfucker.
I remember buying it.
All right, so
here's what kills me. They show a vignette for that, right? Of the Raw 20 Anniversary Collection. Then they show the tail of the tape. You know what they do right after the tail of the tape? Okay, also, both of those guys debuted before we were born. I think that's insane.
Yeah, crazy. That's just how young we are, though.
Yeah, but after they show the tail of the tape, you know what they do? They show another vignette. This one of Bray Wyatt.
I would like to say, R.I.P. Wyndham and John Brody Lee.
Peace, Bray Wyatt and Mr. Brody Lee.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I think this match is probably my second favorite of the night. Me personally, awesome. I think this match was way better than that first match that kicked off. Like, I think I liked this handicap match a lot better than that first one. It had such just more to it, I feel like. And I think I don't want to talk bad about anybody in that match. I just feel like what these guys had going on in this match was just way better. It helps that you have... Go ahead.
Do you want to know why?
I mean, one of the greatest wrestlers.
Danielson is the fucking greatest wrestler to ever live, bro.
I mean, that helps. I mean, go ahead.
Bro, Danielson makes you feel, brother.
I mean, Bray, Rowan, and Harper, I mean, they're not scrubs. I mean, these guys were good. I mean,
nobody in that first handicap match is scrubs either.
No, but I'm saying just... I feel like the dynamic of the match is just different. I feel like
it is. So they obviously, they had to like set shit up together because 2 handicap matches on one show is fucking ridiculous. But
and stupid, really.
the matches, they were similar in structure, except the way that CM Punk the character and the way that Daniel Bryan the character, the way they took on the challenge was two different ways. Like Punk, he went like with strategy. He wanted to divide and conquer and, outrun him, outsmart him, and all that shit. Bryan just went balls to the wall. He said, "I'm gonna take out as many of these fuckers as I can before I go down."
I mean, Daniel Bryan is that guy, was that guy, and will forever be that guy, no matter where he goes, brother.
So, I mean, yeah, it's just fantastic. The work rate is better because of that, because, Punk was strategizing, like running around, dodging and weaving, like I said, and Bryan's fucking going balls to the wall, so it's just move, move, move. And, Harper and Rowan are fucking 2 big bases, and they can fucking take shit very well.
God.
And Bray,
Dude, Harper,
excellent character work, so he just adds to the emotional level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sitting in a rocking chair outside the match for
Dude.
sitting in
that
match, all creepy like.
That was fire.
That was fucking awesome.
As he sits there and watched his fucking cronies get hit with the it kicks made famous by the Miz.
Listen, man, I don't care. Shut up, bro. Shut up.
God.
Get the fuck out of here.
I wanna say
you're fired.
I want to say, a lot of people, even before his death, a lot of people talk shit about Bray, couldn't work or anything. I will say that there's one thing that nobody can ever take away from this guy, and is he has fucking aura and just has the presence, bro.
Also,
because
he can work.
No, I understand that. I understand that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that even if you want to say that, whatever, cool. There is something you can never say about this guy, and he has presence. The fact that this man, his character was so good that he sat in a fucking rocking chair just watching forever, and then the way that he tags into this match is not a hot tag, it's not a him getting up out of the chair really fast, it is a him getting
slowly
up, walking up to the ropes, and just putting his hand out and getting a tag in is just
the OG Wyatt family were the shit, bro. Until their booking started getting fucked around WrestleMania.
That's where it all goes off. That is the downfall. Like I will say that I've always said that the WrestleMania this year is the downfall of Bray Wyatt, and it's not his fault.
But even after that, like, he was still in pretty good shape. Like, he recovered himself several times throughout his entire run, but just kept getting fucking shit on by the booking. Like, he just got screwed repeatedly, no matter what he did. Thanks, Vince.
I will say the crowd starts chanting, "That is creepy," numerous times as Bray does his spider walk.
Yeah,
it is creepy.
He tags in Harper, who is looking down at Bryan and does his signature fucking thing.
Yeah.
Tags in Bray, who fucking tells Bryan that he has one last chance to join him. Bryan swats his hand away. So then Bray tags Harper back in, yells, "Finish him." I'm
That's something I would like to say.
Good.
Is like everything that Bray Wyatt was like screaming during the match was it was awesome.
Dude, and that's
when
the
he
other
first
thing.
got in,
Bray,
when he first got in and was like hitting the forearms in the corner, and then the ref tried to stop him. He's like, "Don't judge me, sir." I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, Bray doesn't really do a lot of offense in this match. He really just yells the whole time. Like
it's fucking awesome.
He doesn't really do anything.
His purpose is the character work.
So
it's fucking awesome.
Like, he tags Harper back in to do the fucking dirty work. Harper goes for a kick in the corner. Bryan hangs him up, hits him with a mean ass back suplex off top rope. Shit was nuts. Bryan starts firing up with all the yes chants, and you know what he goes for? Starts hitting the it kicks made famous by the Miz.
Shut
up. Dude, anytime Brian started getting that heat, like not heat, but like build up, I was like jumping off the couch, ripping my shirt off, like, yeah, let's go.
So
I
I wanna say yeah, so I want to piggyback off of what TJ said. Dude, that segment where or that part where he's yelling at Brian and he's like, "You could have joined me. We could have ruled together." Oh, beautiful.
All right, Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Because the whole story of the match, right? What they're doing, what they're setting up is Bray is like, Brian, you've been screwed over and over again. The system hates you. You will never succeed. You are a reject like us, and you need to join us, or else you're gonna be stuck as a fucking loser that
a B plus player
that can't ever win anything forever. And Brian was like, no. So
shut up.
Bray did a really good job in the match with his yelling, his mannerisms of getting that part over. His purpose was to get the story over, and the other guys were more focused on the actual match itself and telling that story within the realms of the match, which they did very, very well. And this is probably my favorite match of the show.
Well, and he also... So Brian never hits anything offensive on Bray except for he locks in the yes lock. But you know what Bray does? Makes Brian look like a bitch and just picks him up straight out of it into the Sister Abigail. Like,
dude,
Bray
so fucking clean.
Match.
Oh, dude, yeah, dude, that right there was clean as fuck. Cause I was not even I don't remember this match very well, but dude, I popped so fucking hard when he flawlessly picks him up like a power bomb and transitions to the Sister Abigail, which he pins him off of, by the way, which he should. Oh.
And then afterwards, Bray starts cradling Brian's head, which is extremely creepy. He's like petting it. You know that Bray is slimy. You know Brian's hair is sweaty as fuck, and yeah.
Well, it's because he was consoling.
He wants to, you know, he's there for him. He wants to show that he's there for him.
Well,
and he will keep beating his ass until he joins him.
The other thing is he's like kind of like cradling Ryan's head near like his nuts, and you know that bitches smell bad.
I want to mention. I want to mention before we move on and before I pass it on to everybody else. I think Rob touched on it briefly, but there is a part where Harper gets hit with the yes kicks, and then Brian jumps up on the top rope, hits a top rope headbutt. Then he goes for the pin. Rowan runs in, breaks the pin up. Then he hits like Rowan with like a super high head kick, which makes Rowan fall. Yes, and then he starts doing the fucking yes kicks on him. Great, fantastic.
The it kicks made famous by the Miz.
Shut up.
He's literally running around, bat out of hell, flying around, taking out Harper and Rowan. It's so awesome. Yeah. Nobody does it like him. Nobody.
So the match ends, and guess what we cut to, guys?
Another vignette, baby.
This one talking about how wrestlers are indeed people who get hurt. So you shouldn't try this at home. Go
my
to
knee.
A friend's house.
My knee. I hurt my knee. I've had surgery on my left knee 5 times.
God damn it.
They plug Never Never by Korn, of course. Michael Cole's like, we would love to thank Korn for providing us with our theme, Never Never, blah, blah, blah. We cut back to
Korn.
Booker T and Santa Foley, or Mick Claus. And this is hilarious, bro. Foley talks about how he's been studying Bray Wyatt, but then right afterwards says that the two most important letters in the language, and then says Way Bryant has it. This is all in one sentence. Says he's studying Bray Wyatt, but then follows it up by saying Bray or Way Bryant.
Before we even get on to this next match, I really do think that, like, I think that the way that Cena and Orton, like, through their careers, like, at the same time were shooting to the fucking moon, I think it shows how great these guys are, because if one of these guys faltered in any way, they would have been left behind by the other one. I mean, if Cena didn't, like, keep it up, Orton would have easily passed him, and they would have just scrapped Cena. And the same thing with Orton. I think if either one of these guys, like, let off the gas and, like, just kind of pulled, like, a Lex Luger, you know, and just didn't really give as much enthusiasm, they would have immediately been done with them. But the fact that these two guys, what do you mean?
I don't necessarily agree with that because Orton was a fucking shit stain in the early part of his career. He was a fucking dickhead. He did not give a fuck about nothing or no. He was a 22-year-old kid. He was the same age as we are now.
Yeah.
He didn't give a fuck. Dude, he did not show up to the rehearsal for his match with Undertaker at WrestleMania because he was drunk. That if anything was going to take Randy Orton out, it would have been him around that time. But because of who he was and his name value and the fact that he was close to Triple H and Ric Flair, he got to stay. And luckily for him, he got himself back on course.
But what I'm saying is like, I mean, I know there's other guys that are big names at this time, but like,
there's nobody bigger than Cena and Orton at this time.
I mean, think about the guys that even came up with him, like Batista. Like Batista was huge, but I don't know about Cena and Orton huge. I mean,
he never got to their level. He was already gone for 3 years by this point.
Yeah, I was.
I mean,
say,
what?
This time.
Brock was also in that graduating class, right? And he was nowhere near these guys. Well,
Brock's a bigger star than them.
Yeah, but that's also because he has other outlets, and he also went different places. These guys stayed in the same company and didn't go nowhere else, really.
Brock's closer to them now than he was back then, in terms of like stats and shit, like all the stuff that he's done.
Yeah, which is crazy to think.
I mean, since then he's won the world title like multiple. Like I think he's like a 10-time world champion at this point, multiple-time Royal Rumble winner.
I mean, yeah.
But the thing with Brock though is that he had mainstream appeal.
Yeah, UFC, and he went to New Japan. All right, well, main event time. Randy Orton versus John Cena.
Oh, no, I'm not done bitching. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, here we go.
We get a vignette. Okay. We get a vignette of wrestlers getting hurt. And then we cut to fucking Mick Foley fucking up words. We get a vignette narrated by Triple H of the history of the WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship. And he lists a bunch of previous world champs, but Stephanie says his name. You know what we get after that? The vignette you guys just talked about the history between Cena and Orton. And you guys question why I don't like vignettes. It's because of this. We just had 3 back-to-back vignettes for no damn reason.
Dude, it's crazy how it's worse now than it was then.
It really is, bro. Like, because
It's
AJ Lee,
way worse now.
if this was now, AJ Lee and Tamina would have had a fucking vignette after their promo.
Dude, it's bad.
All right, so, I want to say there was a sign that said "Cuck Fina." By the way, just want to point that out.
What the fuck?
Like what fools?
I want to say this. I didn't know this at the time. I had never realized that Orton, this was his, and this was his last one. He has never been in another TLC match besides this one. And I kind of see why, because, you know what, I'll wait till the end to say final thoughts about this match, but...
Yeah, bro, he comes out, and he gets super antsy, like, pacing around the ring. Fucking Cena comes out. They lower the towels to do the introduction. Now, here's what I think is really funny. They announce Orton first. The crowd doesn't give a fuck, okay? They don't boo. They don't cheer. And then Cena gets the same reaction he's always gotten. The mixture. And then immediately the bell rings, and you know what we get? The "Let's Go Cena, Cena Sucks" chants. Fucking immediately, which tells me nobody gives a fuck about Orton for the first 5 minutes of this match.
I think it's because this is
Cena's
authority.
the guy, bro.
Well, this is authority Orton as well, correct? So,
Yeah.
I mean, when you're involved with the authority, they kind of don't give a fuck about you at this time. I mean, because you got to think this is
boos, bro. He should get boos. Okay.
Yeah, but they really just don't give a fuck.
They booed the Shield. Okay.
Look. They were more. The crowd cared about Cena at the start, obviously, but Orton still gets heat.
He gets
yeah.
But I thought it was funny that like they literally like do the St. Louis, Missouri weighing in at however much World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton, and it's fucking crickets, bro. Nobody cares.
It's probably because they didn't want to boo him because they don't hate him, but at the same time, he's kind of in a group that
Like,
kind of is plaguing.
I literally saw that fucking, like, I watched that reaction, and I'm like, and I immediately went back to when fucking Cody was talking about his Royal Rumble experience. He's like, oh, they didn't really cheer, they didn't really boo me, they didn't really give a fuck. That was them with Orton. And he's gonna walk out of this fucking match champion. Like, that's crazy. He's in the main event of this fucking historical match, and the crowd does not give a fuck about this motherfucker.
It's because they really wanted Cena. I mean,
It's because
Well,
they didn't have
boo
all
him.
the vignettes to hype him up.
yeah, there wasn't enough vignettes to hype him up, Rob.
Yeah, they didn't see that in the arena, so they weren't
What's the story? There needs to be like at least 2 more vignettes to describe it to me.
Exactly.
Dude, and bro, I hate Cena in this match. This makes me want to kick. This makes me want to kick fucking 4th grade me for sitting here being like, Cena needs to win. Because now that I actually watched this match back, dude.
Yeah, no.
Cena hits Orton with a shoulder check. And you know what he goes outside for? You would think a ladder to win the match. No, he goes outside to get a table. Okay?
Yeah.
Orton stops him and grabs a ladder like he should. Cena kicks Orton while he's setting up the ladder. And you know what he does? He goes and gets a fucking table for no fucking reason.
Hear
They go
me
back and
out. Hear
forth.
me out. I can play devil's advocate for this once you're done.
They go back and forth with the table before Orton goes and gets a chair because he's like, fuck this stupid motherfucker, okay? Orton starts laying into Cena with the chair, but then follows Cena outside and grabs a new chair and fucking tries to kill Cena by doing a concerto, like with chair in hand on the stairs. I was like, oh my God, he's about to kill John Cena right here. Fuck Cena and his tables. Cena grabs the chair. After, like Cena dodges the concerto. Orton starts mocking Cena, swings at him, and Orton fucking whiffs, hits the ring post. And you know what Cena does after that? Grabs the chair and hits Orton. But you know what he does right after that? Goes and gets another table. This motherfucker, bro.
Okay. Look, devil's advocate here. So the story going into the match, or at least part of it, was Cena wanting to prove that when push comes to shove, he has the same mean streak that Orton does. So he was going into this match hell bent on, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass and I'm gonna destroy you, that I'm just as ruthless as you. So that's why instead of, trying to go win the match, he was more concerned about putting Orton through the fucking tables and hitting him with chairs and shit.
It's also a TLC match at tables, ladder, and chair.
Shut up. Cena gets set up. Cena gets sent into the steps by Orton as he should with his Dudley Boys table fetish. Orton sets up the ladder in the ring and climbs, but fucking Cena stops him right when he gets one hand on the titles. Orton shoves the ladder out of the ring, starts hitting Cena with stomps like he fucking should. But what I'd like to point out right here, there's a sign in the background that says Vince fears Tex Lone Star. What? I don't know what the fuck that means. I thought it was funny.
Oh, I thought you were gonna bring up the fact that some fan in the back wait, hold on. Maybe I'm ahead of you here. Is this before the microphone part?
Yes.
Or is this
So after
okay.
Orton gets done stomping Cena is on his knees doing the classic, like trying to crawl up, but he grabs Orton's trunks and starts to pull down like he is about to give some
Oh my God.
fucking slob on Orton's knob, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I get like a little bit of like the fucking desperate crawl, but he straight up looks like he's about to just yank Orton's trunks down. So you know what Orton does? He power slams him. Get this pervert out of here. Boom.
Oh fuck. I want to mention that Cena hits a off the ladder 5-knuckle shuffle to Orton, who then rolls rolls to the apron. He rolls to the apron. Cena grabs the ladder and hits Orton, which causes him to fall backwards into a setup table.
Oh, this is way later than where I am, bro. I'm still fucking bitching about this earlier spot.
I know you are. I know you are.
Orton hits Cena with the protoplex for no reason. Orton collapses the ladder, tries to kill Cena with it, misses, grabs a chair to do the job. Orton wedges the chair in the corner. Fucking Cena starts to hit the 5 moves of doom. Orton kicks Cena when he bends down for the shuffle because fucking Punk made that a thing. Orton throws Cena into the chair, grabs another ladder, sets up the ladder, fucking, and then that's when Cena hits the 5-knuckle shuffle from the middle of the ladder. Fucking Orton gets out of the FU, the AA, what the fuck ever. Cena grabs the ladder and hits Orton, then he goes to the tape. Cena sets up the ladder and starts climbing, in which Michael Cole exclaims, this is professional Michael Cole, who should always, is always right. Cena sets up the ladder and starts climbing, and Michael Cole screams, Randy Orton's about to win the championship, and Lawler promptly corrects him by saying, no, Cena is. Orton slides back in the ring, jerks Cena off, and hits a clean RKO.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what?
I put that in on purpose, bro.
Yeah, Orton gets busted open at some point. I think he hits his head on the apron, right?
No, Cena nails him with the steps.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
He gets busted open at some point. But then this is when it leads to Cena getting bonked in the fucking head with a microphone.
Oh, no. You know what Cena does before he gets hit in the head with the microphone? You know what leads to that? You know what he does? He sets up another table in the corner. He set up 3 tables, 2 of them are in corners. That's when Orton grabs the mic and is like, fuck this guy.
And some fan is profusely screaming, no, when Orton stomps him on the stairs and beats the fuck out of him with the mic. He is profusely screaming no. I don't know where he is. I couldn't find him when I was watching it, but I heard him so loudly just screaming and pleading no. And then eventually Orton tries for the Punk kick. Cena reverses Orton and hits him with the AA through the Spanish announce table. Looked cool. Cena goes up to get the belts again. Orton pushes the ladder, leaving him holding the belts. Orton pushes the ladder to the...
Oh my god.
He pushes the ladder to the outside and picks up a chair to hit him super hard. Like,
dude, he doesn't just hit him hard. He hits him hard numerous times.
Yeah,
he is
bro.
just swinging for the fences while fucking Cena is up here like a pinata.
He gave no pull on those fucking swings, bud. He fully put all the strength into them.
He fucking gets it. Cena finally drops. Fucking Orton he's like laying in a corner. You know guess what's in the corner? A table. Orton goes for a huge wind up with the chair. Cena spears him to the corner table because he fucking has a table fetish. Jackass.
Bruh.
And this is when Randy does his fucking kinky ass handcuff bullshit.
And there's a fan that goes, "Let's go, Randy, get those handcuffs, baby."
Yeah. Tears up the outside matting, grabs the handcuffs Cena to the bottom rope. Orton starts taunting Cena for no reason instead of grabbing a ladder. But he does chuck the key into the crowd.
The key?
Yeah, he chucks the key in the crowd and grabs the biggest ladder in the building, bro. He goes outside, grabs this fucking 20-foot tall ladder, hits Cena with it, then puts it in the ring. Because at this point, Cena's crawled under the bottom rope to fucking stand himself back up. Cena unscrews the turnbuckle and climbs the ladder to Randy's surprise. Starts smacking Randy with the turnbuckle to knock him down, but then he can't get the titles with only one hand. This is dumb, because he definitely could have. But then he yanks him. But then he yanks him into the table that doesn't break. He just fucking smashes his head into it.
Yeah. Cena fucking... I remember that live, bro. I was like, fuck! Because he eats shit on this table, dude.
That doesn't move. It doesn't move.
I'm surprised he didn't get concussed.
Yeah, said Orton gets back up, grabs the ropes, attaches Cena's hand, finally pulls him down into one of the tables that is weird ass set up.
I want to mention that when I was watching this, I thought to myself for a split second that they were really about that, because I remember the rope spot, and I was like, dude, does Cena just rip this bitch out of the turnbuckle? Does he rip the bottom rope out of the? And I was like, oh no, he's just twisting it out. Okay, I was like, oh okay, well.
I will say something that kind of shocked me, which maybe it was maybe Ethan's going to be like, no, this doesn't shock me. This match had zero interference with the Authority. I guess what shocks me is that if this was like today WWE, no fucking way.
Okay, they actually did set up a reason why there was no interference. Do you guys remember the Slammy Awards segment where it was like the championship fucking they had both the titles and Cena and Orton were doing a promo
Yeah,
and
they
they had
did.
former
They did a
champions in the
vignette.
ring.
Yeah, they did a vignette before the match. Yeah, they had a brawl.
Yeah, so during that, fucking Orton accidentally took out Stephanie. And so
Yeah, that's right.
the Authority are kind of like, okay, we're kind of sick of you fucking bitching and moaning, so fucking do it yourself. So that they were like, Orton, you have to do it alone. Like, we know you can do it alone, so do it alone. Which, I mean, obviously he can. He's a fucking, 8-time world champion at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the story why the Authority, like why the Shield and shit wasn't coming out.
11-time world champion. He was 8-time WWE champion, 3-time world champion. So 11.
All right.
Crazy though.
That's why there was no. But if it did happen today, yeah, you bet your ass.
Fuck yeah.
All them
I was like,
motherfuckers would be out.
Any thoughts, TJ or Ethan?
No.
No, I mean,
That's
Vinnie
not-
Mac's music hits,
was-
and Stephanie, and Triple H come
was
out to
something.
congratulate Randy on his victory, as fucking Cena still lays lifeless on this table that did not give way at all.
Say if you watch any Cena and Orton match, you pretty much know how it's gonna go down. Except this one was the TLC
Exactly.
version of it, but it was still pretty good. I think.
It was
listen.
solid.
This is very controversial, and I want to know if you guys maybe disagree with me on this. I think this match. I understand they went TLC. They try to make this a TLC match because it's supposed to be a big event. I think I would have rather just had a singles match at this point, or had a different stipulation. Because I don't want to say that this wasn't a match that Orton and Cena could do, because they obviously did, and it was fine. But, like, I mean, it proves it, the fact that Orton's not really in these matches. It's just not... I feel like they would have been better if it was, like, an Extreme Rules match or something, or if it was just a match that you could use the ladders and shit for, instead of, like, having to climb the ladder, because I don't know, I feel like the whole climbing the ladder thing really fucked this match for me. I really feel like. Because I feel like there's parts of this match where it's flowing really good. And then, like Rob says, Cena just grabs a fucking table and doesn't try to win the match. And then Orton grabs the ladder to do it. Cena kicks him off, grabs another fucking table. Like, I don't
Dude,
know.
Yeah, bro. Watching this match, you would think Cena is the one that's never been in a TLC match before, because the motherfucker never grabs a ladder.
I don't know, man. I'm not saying this match is bad, but I would not. I would not watch this match again if I didn't have to. It was fine. I didn't hate it. It just, I don't know, man. It just wasn't a match for me, I guess. I didn't really care to see Cena and Orton in a TLC match where they had to climb. Like, the ending was creative. I would have never guessed that was going to be the ending. But, I don't know, man. It just didn't feel right to me. It felt very weird. Because it looked like two guys that really didn't know or didn't really want to risk getting hurt in a TLC match. You know what I mean? Like, besides, like, Orton slamming Cena with the chair the whole time, I feel like it was mainly just kind of normal shit half the time. But maybe I'm just tripping, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really either guy's forte and what they're good at. So putting them together in the match, it was never going to be as good as it could have been, as a normal singles or any other gimmick match, because they've had several gimmick matches against each other, and a lot of them are good. Like they had that Iron Man match.
Yes.
They had an I Quit match that was really good. They've had a couple Hell in a Cell matches that are good.
I just feel like this one specifically was just not for them.
Yeah.
And I think they could have used this somewhere else on the card. Or, because, like, I mean, like we talked about earlier, Kofi Kingston and The Miz had a match, a no DQ match where they did nothing. And I feel like the reason was because they were trying to save it all for this match. And I just
fucking stupid because it's a gimmick
Yes.
pay-per-view.
Yes, I think it's dumb that there was nothing else throughout the whole pay-per-view except for this match. And this match just, like, I don't want to say it didn't deliver in that, but it didn't. Because the TLC aspect of this match was like you said, it's not their forte. It's not exactly whatever, when you could have used it other places, and they just didn't because they wanted to save it all for the main event. And they do that several times throughout the years, and it'll never make sense to me ever. When the pay-per-view is TLC, and you have one match that does it. I don't know, man.
Well, and so
Look,
this brings up something that I've always complained about. Sorry, Ethan.
No, you're good.
So WWE used to have like just regular ass pay-per-view names. And then in the 2010s changed it to TLC, Elimination Chamber, Hell in a Cell, which just sets you up to fucking be like, "Oh, we know this match is going to be there." And it makes it to where it's like you don't see those matches in pay-per-views that aren't named after them.
It also just completely killed. Like, you should be booking matches to have stipulations if the story requires it. You shouldn't be booking matches for the stipulation just to have the stipulation. Like, it's not good. That's why all those pay-per-views, most of them are bad and forgettable.
It's like,
yeah, I mean, it makes no sense to me, dude. Like, it really doesn't. You have 2 handicap matches. You have 2 single throwaway matches that don't have a title or anything really involved in them. And then you have a tag title match and a women's title match. Like, I don't know, man.
it's like
This era was bad.
I'm not gonna say this
bad.
Orton Cena match shouldn't have been TLC. Whatever. If you're gonna name the pay-per-view TLC, you have to have a TLC match. The Miz Kofi match, I'll tell you what match that should have been. Shouldn't have been no DQ. Should have been false count anywhere.
False count anywhere. Yeah, false count anywhere.
Should have been false count anywhere because they already wanted to fight on the fucking pre-show shit. What they should have done was fight back to there and have the match end there. But I just hate when it's like TLC 2013 because, like, this might just be me from watching TNA, but TNA had that stupid ass pay-per-view where it was like, what was it, Lockdown? Where
every match in a cage.
Yeah, that's dumb. And that's what TLC insinuates, is that every match should be a TLC match. That's dumb. Don't name it that. Name it name it like
Armageddon.
Sure.
That's what it was before.
Or fucking
High Blood.
Yeah, thank God Triple H killed all that shit.
Well, WWE's big problem is how many times have we seen it where they just, like in this case, they saved all of this shit for the main event and they could have used it throughout the, like some of these matches, like the Miz match or even the Brodus Clay match, they could have used a little bit of something, to make it better. Or hell, even the women's match. But they didn't. They just decided, we're going to save all of the tables and all this bullshit for the main event. And it could have made some of the other matches better. And they didn't even use, they didn't use kendo sticks in this fucking match. They didn't use they didn't really use anything. I understand.
Well, it's not a tables, ladders, kendo stick match.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is they saved all of the violence and all this other shit. Like Rob's saying, this pay-per-view insinuates that they're gonna have more matches, like a TLC match or whatever, and this is the only one on the card that does anything with it.
At least do like a chairs match or something. Damn.
True.
Yeah.
an Extreme Rules match. Yeah,
fucking give me. They should have put. You know what? They should have made R-Truth and Brodus Clay a tables match. Fuck it.
That honestly probably would have been better.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because then you could have done a finish where your fucking R-Truth fucking tricks Brodus Clay's ass and fucking dumps him over into a table.
Yeah. I mean, I just. All right. Well, final thoughts.
No, I'll tell you what should have been a fucking table match was that CM Punk Shield match. Then you could have had Roman Reigns spear himself into a table because he was blind.
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
That's what should have been a table match.
Jesus Christ!
Because then fucking 12-year-old Ethan would be like, but nobody sent him into the. Because 12-year-old Ethan was bitching about that with 2K anyway. when I fucking
You
would
can't
beat him in-
fucking put yourself through the damn table. That's not how it works.
I mean, Big Show stepped on it himself.
Yeah, but Cody kicked him into it.
Yeah, Cody kicked him into it.
Oh, well.
He drop kicked him, and Show lost his step and stepped through it, and he immediately on his face, you're like, motherfucker. I gotta clip
wanna
that
also-
face and start using it as a reaction.
I want to also add that Orton and Cena both climbed the ladder 4 times. Just want to reference that. They both climbed the ladder equally.
I didn't notice that. I was too busy paying attention to Cena's stupid ass grabbing 3 different fucking tables, and his
Oh
bitch
my
ass went
God.
through 2 of them.
All right. Final thoughts about the pay-per-view.
Cena has a table
Very-
fetish. He should have been part of the fucking Dudley Boys.
The show was ass. It was bad.
His name shouldn't be John Cena. It should be
Was.
John Dudley.
all right, DJ.
The pay-per-view, like Ethan said, it was ass. Like, surprisingly, the 2 handicap matches were the matches of the night for me, which is like
And the Bray match?
surprising.
Or not the Bray match,
handicap
the
match.
tag
You
match.
didn't think the
Oh,
tag
yeah.
match was match of the night? I think the tag match was match of the night.
Well, I thought, well, for me personally, it's the Wyatt family Danielson match, but
Same.
That's fair.
I do like the tag match. The tag match would have been even better if they just let him have a fucking ladder match. Like
That's
all
true.
those fuckers in a ladder match would have been so funny.
Or if they just
Honestly,
did
yeah.
the good version of a fucking
Yeah.
tag team elimination match where fucking it's 4, like 1 member from each team in the ring, like at all times, and if one guy gets eliminated, the whole team is not eliminated. That's dumb. But whatever, we had to save time for this fucking TLC match so we could watch Cena set up 3 fucking tables. I'm upset
Cena
about
Dudley.
that.
John
I'm upset.
Dudley.
God damn it.
Devon
Alright.
Cena.
Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I think that wraps it up. Yeah, this was shit, man. I feel bad making y'all watch this because I didn't really feel like watching this.
Bro, I immediately sat down and
Evolution
just started fucking
podcast.
going in, bro. I was like, oh, I'm gonna pay, like, because I mean, I looked at the card and I was like, oh, it can't be that bad. These fucking.
All right, I've
motherfuckers in a cage
decided
match.
for next week what we're gonna watch. This is the announcement,
Yeah.
and you can thank Rob because he just put it in my head. Next
boy,
week's
no.
episode, TNA Lockdown 2013.
Oh, fuck. Alright,
2013
alright.
Let's
lockdown?
fucking go!
Alright,
Hold on, you said 2013 lockdown?
Yep.
Okay, I gotta open my notes.
Lockdown 2013. Hopefully it's better than this fucking pile of shit.
Uh,
How many matches are on this card? 1, 2.
Well, let's not
4.
spoil anything. Let's not spoil anything. Let's save it. Let's save it. But
yeah,
I'm
let's
scared
wrap
to
up
look
this
at the
show.
match
Let's
card.
wrap up this show first.
all right, well, how do we want to take?
To the Devolution podcast.
Yeah, this has been. Oh, go ahead.
All the links in the description for our Twitters, podcast Twitter, our personal Twitters, all that good stuff.
Yes, I want to thank everybody for listening, and hope everybody had a good time.
Thank you for joining us on the Devolution podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.